there, Dead and Lovely viewers, and welcome to our very first FAQ segment here on our YouTube channel. You guys who listen to the podcast know that we like to answer the hard-hitting questions, but now it's your turn.
Yeah.
We plan on making this a regular occurrence on the channel, so you guys be sure to drop your future questions in the comments section below.
Yeah, we'd like to hear from you. A lot of these questions are interesting. It really made me think about horror movies and myself.
Most of the questions we're going to be answering today were submitted to us through our Facebook group and our Instagram page, which you guys should follow. Where can they find that thing, Steve?
At Dead Lovely Pod on Twitter and Instagram, and the Dead and Lovely Horror Movie Podcast group on Facebook.
Yes, indeed. The disembodied voice of our producer, Tanta Kate, will ask us the questions.
Pete Stanner III wants to know, how did you meet?
Oh, that's a great question.
Well, you guys have heard of Omegle, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like that group random chat generator.
Yeah, they would just popped up.
Yeah.
And I had my dick out. He had his out. We knew. Actually, we met at community college.
Yep, good old Walter State Community College in Morristown, Tennessee. I was going there for my worthless art degree. Which worthless degree were you pursuing?
I also got a worthless art history degree.
We had a good time, though.
Yeah, we hung out in the painting room and the dark room. We stole a couch and put it in the dark room, and we would sleep in there.
I think that we met through our common friend, old Holly Ford, who's an incredible artist that you guys should follow on Instagram.
She is. She's the best.
You guys knew each other because at the time you were both Mormons.
Yeah, we were Mormon it up.
And at first I was like, I don't know about this Mormon feller, Steve, but then I think within the first sentence of meeting you, you talked about having a dead prostitute in the back of your trunk. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, I drove a Cadillac at the time, and it comes standard.
Yeah. So at that point, I knew this guy was okay.
Yeah.
CJ78 Myers wants to know, what are your thoughts on the absence of Michael Myers in Halloween 3?
Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, the much misunderstood and misaligned entry into the Halloween franchise, which I just purchased on DVD at Food City the other day for $5.
Of all places.
I love Season of the Witch. Are you a fan?
Yeah, I'm a fan. And we've talked about it on the podcast when we did Halloween, that John Carpenter's original vision for Halloween was that it would be sort of like an anthology series where each installment would be a new Halloween tale.
Yeah, not necessarily a Mike Myers story.
Yeah, Michael Myers was to be dead at the end of Halloween 1.
Yeah, but then with the success of Part 1, they decided to bring back for Part 2. Then when they reached Part 3, they kind of decided to go with the original plan of, okay, a different story every year.
Yeah.
And I think, especially because this is pre-internet age, I think most people didn't know that that was the deal.
Yeah, they had no idea walking in, and so they're like, where's Michael Myers?
Yeah, exactly. So I think it confused a lot of people, but I know that, you know, since it's home release and stuff, it's kind of become kind of a hidden gem classic among horror fans. I'm a huge fan of it. I think it's
real
awesome.
Weird. I like it too. It involves Stonehenge and a plan to turn children's heads into bugs.
Yeah, they want to stuff them full of bugs. It's chock full of bugs.
Very strange.
I still would like to see a return to that kind of original concept that where like every year, you know, maybe even a different director gives us a new Halloween story.
I would love that.
Yeah, I'd be way on board. Next question.
Sean Gilbert wants to know, what are your favorite horror soundtracks? And what factors do you think are key to making a great horror score?
Wow. I want to tackle the second part of that question first. I think what makes a great horror score is having identifiable, recognizable themes that you don't mind hearing repetitively throughout the course of the movie. That's something that you see throughout a lot of great classic horror soundtracks, is them reusing the same theme over and over and over, but it never wears out its welcome. And I think something about that helps too is having a recognizable and interesting timbre, you know, just an interesting tone to whatever's presenting that score. Like, there's a million horror movies with orchestral scores, but I bet you don't recognize them or remember them as much as when you hear that synthesizer on the Halloween score. That's a discernible tone. Yeah. Exactly, yeah. Like, that gives you something to remember it by.
I would say one of the things that makes for a recognizable score is John Carpenter made it.
Yeah, that helps a ton. Whenever he does one, that definitely helps. He's done many of my favorites. Of course, the original Halloween. And not just the classic Michael Myers theme.
Oh, yeah.
The one you were humming a second ago, the Laurie's theme. And
that was wonderful.
Ones. Absolutely awesome. That's definitely one of my favorites, too.
I like In the Mouth of Madness.
Yeah.
It sounds like Metallica in the beginning.
Got that proto-Enter Sandman riff, but it kicks ass.
Driving. Awesome.
That's an awesome movie, too.
Yeah.
We did that one on the podcast not long ago.
We did. Also, Goblin. We've talked about Goblin a lot on the podcast.
Anything that Goblin does, a frequent contributor to Dario Argento movies, like Phenomena and Suspiria. His stuff is awesome. At times it can be a little bit overbearing and like overwhelming at times, because a lot of times his soundtracks are so huge that it can kind of take away from what's going on screen. But it kicks so much ass. I'm okay with it.
It can get real weird, but I think that's what adds to the Dario Argento feel. It's already super weird.
Yeah.
And now you got this like metal blaring in the background. Like, what's happening? Why?
It's great. Kind of adds to the sensory overload that is classic Argento.
Yeah.
Letitia McDade asks, mostly all horror movies have been geared toward the heterosexual white male gaze. You guys do a good job pointing that out, but with all of the political correctness going around, do you really think it would change?
Ooh, that's a hard-hitting question, Letitia.
I like her.
I do
That's a tough one.
Letitia's the best.
Yeah, that's a really good question, because typically horror movies have been, I don't know, as far as women's roles and stuff, it's been a great place, if you want to call it a great place, to exploit women.
For sure, yeah.
But it's also the place that has given us so many great, extremely strong female characters.
Yeah, that overcome the most horrific stuff you can imagine and come out the victor.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. I think, you know, with a lot of the 80s slashers, a lot of that is often misinterpreted as misogynistic, when I know Wes Craven particularly disliked the idea that the women were powerless, though he does have tons of women get killed in his movies.
Yeah.
He tries to make women also very powerful characters in the movies.
Yeah. We're talking about Scream or
exactly.
Elm Street. Yeah.
And so, you know, for him, it's not all just women getting slaughtered. It's that women and men also are getting slaughtered, but the women are really stepping up in their roles.
True.
And I think we still see that in a lot of horror today, but I don't know how much it's changing, because we still get those movies that are just all about showing off curves and no real substance and stuff like that.
Women running in their heels and breaking one and tripping over a tree branch and crap like that. Yeah, that's almost kind of been embedded as almost a trope in the genre by now.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what would do a lot of good to help break that and maybe bring some more female empowerment and interest into the horror genres if we had more great female horror directors out there making movies.
Horror is the best genre to break into. So I think any female directors or writers out there listening, go for it. Try some horror out. Make something interesting. Do something different. Show it from a female point of view. Like, there's so many great female horror directors out there. I'd like to see more.
Bring it on.
JKS Parr wants to know what your favorite Halloween candy is.
Ooh, okay.
Old sweet tooth question.
Yeah. I always liked getting a Three Musketeers.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Tres Musketeros?
But I'm also a big fan of sweet tarts.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a classic choice.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever got happier than when I found myself a little Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. The little ones.
Yeah.
The ratio is better, so that's kind of my number one right there.
Follow-up question from Mangelina Broly. Candy corn. Candy corn. Yes or no?
No.
Not just no, hell no.
Get it out of here.
Garbage.
I used to eat it as a kid, and one time I ate way too much of it, and I have since never wanted to see it.
No.
Yeah.
Why do they keep making it? I don't understand. It's like it's a tradition that nobody enjoys, but they just feel obligated to keep making it. It's horrible.
It's for spiteful old people to give to trick-or-treaters.
Yeah.
Like, here's some hard candies and candy corn and a penny whistle.
How about this stupid peanut butter taffy?
Yeah.
Hey.
Stuff sucks. Oh, I hate it.
Or a handful of change. Ever get that
Yeah,
trick or
pennies.
treating?
Classic garbage.
Handful of change.
Popcorn balls.
Oh, come on.
You're just trying
Yeah, I'm
to
gonna
make kids
eat
mad.
on that.
No, absolutely not.
Jeez, get out of here. We want to thank everybody who sent in questions, and we'll do this again sometime. Had a fun time.
Yes, indeed. You guys be sure to drop your questions that you want to see answered on a future installment in the comment section below. Also, be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel, and Anita Ward style, ring my bell.
Bing, bing, bing.
Exactly. Hit that thing for notifications for new videos every single week. And of course, be sure to listen to the Dead and Lovely podcast on the weekly for reviews of all kinds of sick horror movies all year long. Bye.